I do want to talk a little more about how did you, even though the vehicle is a little bit different, although there's a lot of similarities and a lot of things that relate, and a lot of times they partner really well together, real estate and laundromats. The vehicles were a little bit different, but I want to talk about how did you get started on that journey at 22, and how did you get started on that journey with no money? Because those are two big obstacles, right? Age and money that people feel like are keeping them from achieving that financial freedom.
This whole thing starts with my relationship to money and how I view money as a resource and as a tool to get things done. So right out of high school, I was going to go to West Virginia University. I was going to go party it up with my friends, have a good time, and rack up about $40,000 of debt, maybe $35,000 of debt every single year that I went there. I would have came out of school with, right around $120,000 of debt, maybe a little less, a little more, give or take. And that number to me, so I had actually committed to go there. Told my friends about it, but that number to me just kept hitting me in my head like, man, 4 years, $120,000 that'll have to get paid off after the fact doesn't seem worth it to me right now. And I'm literally going to go to school, which wasn't one of my favorite things to begin with. So I had actually received a full scholarship for community college. That wasn't my first choice because I was a very social kid. I was a partier. I was, I wanted to go out and party with my friends. But I made the decision to go to community college. Did very well there. Got another full scholarship out of community college to go to a 4-year school based on academics, and came out of college with no debt. Still got, for anyone who's considering college right now, community college is an awesome choice. You're going to save a ton of money, and you still have the option to go visit your friends who are paying for that 4-year education at that cool party school. You can still go visit them, have the experience, but not have to be there full time, and then 2, you get to save your money on your education. So I came out of school 4 years, no debt in my name, and then I went and I did a 1.5-month trip to Europe with my girlfriend at the time. And I did this entire trip for a month and a half and spent right around $5,000. And so that to me meant that if I could create $5,000 a month, or if I could save up $60,000 in a bank account, I could go travel Europe. If I can only spend $5,000 a month, I could travel Europe for a year, or I could, if I could make that passively, I could do that for the rest of my life. And that sparked something for me. But I come back from college. I'm working in the New York City area, making $55,000 a year. Not making great money, working a sales job, working pretty hard, waking up at 5 a.m. to get to the gym, to go to my job, to come back from my job and, be tired and a little bit miserable. And I was sleeping on my cousin's couch at this point because I did not want to pay rent in New York City areas. So, because the rent was so expensive there. So I was paying my cousin $400 a month for the rent. And, I needed a way to get off this couch. I wanted to figure out how to get off this couch, especially because we get back from this Europe trip. I'm not making good money. I'm sleeping on my cousin's couch. And all at once, my girlfriend breaks up with me. And my job lets me know that in the future, they're going to be doing layoffs pretty soon. So I'm like, damn, I need to figure out how to get off this couch. So I looked up the top personal finance books. That brought me to Rich Dad, Poor Dad, which introduced me to the idea of cash flow, to the idea of financial freedom, to the idea of real estate. And after that, I went down a rabbit hole of real estate, found out different techniques and strategies to buy real estate, ended up buying a house hack, and then started scaling in my partnerships after that. But that's how I got introduced to this first idea of money and mindset and freedom coming after that.